Thank you for joining us this evening for our Winfield Centennial Online Trivia Night. This Trivia Night is sponsored by the Winfield Library, the Winfield Historical Society, Hedges Station, and the Winfield Park District, and finally, the Greater Winfield Chamber of Commerce. Our questions this evening have been provided by the Winfield Historical Society and by Hedges Station. And we thank you all for joining us. May we have the next slide, please? Our prizes this evening are provided by Antique and Chic of Winfield, the Barber Shop, Lions Panzik Martial Arts, Prairie Path Cycles, and the Winfield Park District. We thank these local businesses for sponsoring our event, and we encourage all of you to please support these local businesses. May we have the next slide, please? These are our contest rules, and we've kind of already covered some of them. The screen name should match the registration. I've already reviewed who is who here, so I can match the screen name to the person who is participating. When the slide with the question is displayed, you will have 30 seconds to answer each question. Our host, Kathy Agresti, will set a timer as soon as you see the slide, and she will announce when we have 10 seconds left, and you'll be able to hear when the timer goes off, and she will also announce that the time is up. You will submit your answers to the questions in private chat to the Winfield Library. The meeting settings have been adjusted, so this is the only way you can chat. You can't inadvertently send a chat to everyone, so we'll only be chatting with the host. And all you have to do to submit your answer is just to type in a single letter. These are all multiple choice except for the last one. And then I will be monitoring the chat, and I will be keeping score. You will get 1 point for each correct answer. I am also noting who answers each question first. So in the event of a tie, the team with the most questions answered first would be the winner. I will announce the preliminary results at the end of the contest, but I might need some time to review things if necessary. And the prizes will be mailed to the winners. So if everybody is ready, I will have Kathy get her timer ready to go.
I'm ready.
And we will start the first question. Next slide, please. Please submit your answers. Thank you.
Ten seconds remaining. And stop.
Okay, I'm just reviewing the responses here. I have my responses noted. So can we have the answer, please?
I'm gonna take off. This isn't working for me, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, our correct answer is B. Hedges Station was built in 1849. Kathy, are we ready with the timer for the
I'm
next
ready.
question? Okay, let's have the next question, please.
Ten seconds. And stop.
All right, and my chat is going to be interesting here. Okay. All right, my little chat responses might be getting a little bit out of order, so I'm just kind of reviewing here what we've got. Okay, may we have the answer, please? And the answer is B, was the Galena and Chicago Union that was basically responsible for the birth of the village of Winfield. That was the railroad that came through. Okay, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
Okay, let me just review the responses here. Okay, may we have the answer, please? And John Wiederhold, that might be the correct German pronunciation, was the first father of St. John's Parish.
You said that very well, Dawn.
Well, I have a German heritage here. All right. May we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
All right, well, we had one. I will note the correction here that came in. Let me review the answers on the chat. All right, may we have the answer, please? It is Nicholas Gervas, the first teacher in Winfield. Not a household name, but we respect him for what he did. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
All right, let me review my responses. May we have the answer, please? And it was a red letter day in Winfield, August 17th, 1906, the day that the St. John's Parish burned down, but thankfully it was rebuilt. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop. I feel like I should have a nice dress on like Vanna White.
All right, may we have the answer, please? 1898. So at least we got the telephone before the close of the 19th century. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
Let me review the responses. May we have the answer, please? And Miss Jessie Forsyth was the person who started the whole concept of health and wellness here in Winfield with the rest home that she set up. May we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
Let me review the responses. May we have the answer, please? Mr. Lawrence Enders was the artist who painted the portrait in Hedges Station, and perhaps some of you have seen that painting on a visit to the museum. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds remaining. And stop.
Let me review the responses. May we have the answer, please? Mr. James P. Doe, certainly not a household name, but if it wasn't for him, we would not have a community. May we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
Hey, I will review the responses.
I want to know if anybody guessed New Hampshire. Oh,
May we have the answer, please? Frederick Park. I'm not certain where that original name came from, but it certainly didn't stick.
well, Winfield was Fredericksburg before it was Winfield, correct?
Supposedly it was Frederick Park.
Well, I mean, the town that was, okay, on most of the documents, it said Fredericksburg was the town before it was renamed Winfield. So can I give a little bit of trivia? Quick, Dawn?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
so, and I don't know how much truth there is to it, but apparently it was called Fredericksburg. And then when they believe that General Winfield Scott had a home in Winfield because he was seen leaving a house in Winfield all the time. They believed he lived there. Well, apparently General Winfield Scott had a mistress in Winfield. He never really lived there. I just thought I'd share that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
Let me review my responses. May we have the answer, please? Demand for streetlights. I guess they were sick and tired of everybody crashing into each other trying to drive down the street. But yes, if it weren't for the streetlights, we would still be just a little Hamburg somewhere, I guess. All right,
Even
may
mu-
we have,
even
yes.
muted. I can tell which ones Dan Janowicz gets right or wrong just by his facial expressions.
All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review all the responses. All right, and may we have the answer? Now, I will clarify this by saying that everybody gave the same response and it was not this one. So if we believe this question was an error, I will have to check with the person supplying the question. So I am going to flag that one. Because that was the information that had been provided to me. So I am going to flag that one since everybody provided a different response.
Can I ask which response because I can't see.
B,
Okay. That's because that's a known name in town. I'm guessing.
okay. But yeah, if anybody wishes to dispute a question, I will have to bring that up to the person supplying the question. But perhaps that was just one that nobody knew.
Did
All
you
right, may
guys
we have-
did you guys answer that because of the Higgins grocery store? I thought so. Okay.
Okay, maybe that was just not a concern. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review the responses. Thank you. May we have the answer, please? January 25th, 1922. So I don't know how we made it almost a year without a bank, but that was when the first bank actually opened. May we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review my responses. All right, may we have the answer, please? And it was Victor Karwoski.
So John was
So
in for a haircut.
explain the family tree here, Kathy.
Okay, so John was in for a haircut and he said that Victor was his uncle.
And I'm sure some of the other members of the family ran other establishments in town, but it was Victor who was the tailor.
Kathy, where are my musical clues?
Sorry?
Where are my musical clues?
That's the wrong trivia, man. We don't have any,
Sorry.
we don't have any silver foxes doing our emceeing tonight.
All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review the responses. All right, may we have the answer, please? And this time it is a Higgins who is the answer to the
Yay.
question. Mr. George Higgins. All right, president of the Volunteer Fire Department in 1929. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review the responses. All right, may we have the answer, please? I think we fooled some people here with that one, even though we all love the glimpses these days and we're happy that it's back in business. It was actually the Sunnyside Press that was a newspaper back in the 1930s.
Does that have anything to do with the road in town?
I don't know.
Which,
Yeah, I
which
don't know if the
newspaper?
located
Which
there.
newspaper was in your building, Kathy?
Glimpses.
Oh, we
The,
froze.
the original glimpse.
I know it was the paper of record in the 1960s because we have several news clippings from the glimpses about the time that the library was established, but back in the 30s, it was the Sunnyside Press. All right, may we have the next question, please?
10 seconds. And stop.
I'll review the responses. All right, may we have the answer, please? And aren't we glad that it's the lowest of the numbers?
That's what I was
So,
thinking.
Little Winfield fared pretty well. I don't know how many young men and possibly women served in the Second World War, but only 2 of them did not return home. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review the responses. May we have the answer, please? And all I have is a decade for that. The question only came with a decade. So if somebody knows the specific year that that happened, I could probably give you a bonus point, but all we have is a decade. So it's been gone for quite a while. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds.
Do we get bonus points if we can name the author?
Maybe.
Stop.
All right, let me review my responses. May we have the answer, please? And I am sorry to say that I don't think anybody got that one correct. It is 1978, and I happen to know that because there's a copy of that book in the library, and I've consulted it on many occasions. But it's been out for a while, but it is still the primary resource that we use for information on the history of our community.
I don't think that,
Maybe,
I don't
yes.
think I don't think that's the name of the book. I think the name of the book is Good Old Days of Winfield, isn't it?
Well, that was the way the question was presented to me.
Oh, I have the book. Deb Moran's got it on loan right now, but I'll look. I think it might be Good Old Days of Winfield.
Well, it's the same book, even if we might be
Yeah.
slightly off on the title, and I know it was published in 1978.
I'm just throwing out a little trivia, Dawn. Get it?
Trivia on the trivia. All right, may we have the next question, please?
Ten seconds. Stop.
All right, let me review the responses. And let's see.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I was late. Good to see you.
All right, may we have the answer, please? And it was Mr. Matt Elson. Not a household name for me, but thank heavens he built that building because it housed probably the most famous restaurant in Winfield for many, many years.
The name Elson was on the side of the building all those years in cement, in concrete.
Okay. Well, very good. All right, now for the last question, it will be fill in the blank. So because question 21 is our bonus question in honor of the year 1921, it is fill in the blank. So just submit a simple response and I will take any answer that comes pretty close or captures the meaning of the answer. Any student of history should probably be able to answer this last bonus question. May we have the question, please?
Ten seconds. And stop.
All right, well, interesting. We had a variety of responses. Let me just go make note of them all here. All right. May we have the general answer, please? So we did have somebody who guessed correctly. Now, we did have a few people who remembered Winfield had an ice business, an ice house available. And of course, there were a lot of farms in the area. But when you're talking business establishments in any town, especially back in the late 19th century, it was pretty much the taverns, the bars, the inns, places where people could go to drink and just sort of, you know, relax and have a good time. So it was kind of interesting, the responses that we got. So before I tabulate the results, which is going to take me a few minutes, let's move on to the final slide. The final slide will show us the upcoming Winfield Centennial programs. Our spring newsletter should be on its way to your mailbox this week. And we have a full slate of programs celebrating our local history and the decade of the 1920s. Lori Russell, who was formerly an educator at Cantini, is doing her program on the women of Cantini in honor of Women's History Month. That will be a Zoom program, so you'll need to register to get the Zoom invitation. Martina Matizan, who was one of our favorite entertainers, is doing a program for us on the real Mae West. Mae West sort of came of age in the 1920s before she moved on to the silver screen in the 1930s. And Martina is doing a pre-recorded presentation all about this famous starlet. And if you register, we will send you the link to YouTube. It will also be posted on our Facebook page, and that is on Tuesday, April 27th. And then finally, our favorite local historian, well, one of our favorite local historians, Kevin Davis. He's the expert on the St. James Farm Forest Preserve, and it's been a few years since he's done this program. So he has graciously agreed to come back on Tuesday, May 18th and do it via Zoom. So this is one that is not to be missed. I haven't even seen it yet. It's been that long since he's done this program. So I'm looking forward to it. And you'll need to register to receive the Zoom invitation. So we hope that you can all participate in these upcoming programs. We'll be doing pretty much a program a month celebrating our heritage for the rest of the year. And they'll be announced in our newsletter and on our Facebook page. And the Winfield Glimpses and on the Winfield 100th website and any other place I can find to list them. So I do thank everybody for participating. At this time, I'm going to stop the recording and tabulate the results.
Hey, this was great. Thank you all